Hey, Duck. You're a good girl. Oh, you're so focused. You're so smart. All right, so here we go again. Welcome back to another exciting, hopefully informative episode of Sailor's Guide to Self-Reliance. Now, I got a few things that I wanted to talk about. We'll try to keep it simple, stupid, kiss. Um, Obviously, we've got some things going on in America, and there is so many videos about what's going on in Colorado and Missouri and other places with alleged um, foreign gangs, because apparently we didn't have enough gangs here. And I'm kind of curious to see, and this is going to sound sick and twisted, but I'm curious to see what our local gangs are going to do about the other gangs that are moving in. Because, I mean, from my understanding, gangs are kind of territorial. Now, I was in a gang once. Kinda, if you think about it. The Navy, but we were a very well-funded, organized, well-trained gang. We could take over your city. We could take over your country. Different story. That's not what we're talking about. And this is Sailor's Guide to Self-Reliance, not Sailor's Guide to Combat. But I'm kind of leaning towards that more and more. Chaos, you're not a vegetarian. Oh, here's something I wanted to talk about. Not the crazy cat that likes to bite. Okay, don't do it. Yeah. Sort him out, Duck. Don't hump him. That's weird. Let's get weird, but not that weird. So what were we talking about? Okay. Sailor's Guide to Self-Reliance. No. So obviously what I want, the point of this channel was, we started this, me and my boys, during COVID, and it was supposed to be a thing to kind of keep them entertained. I had my eldest son, one of my eldest sons, linked back up with him. He's busy. He's a busy young man. What up, E-Nuts? I love you, son. We kind of reconnected. He wanted to go out and be a man, and he's doing it. He's doing it. He got into a few interesting situations that men find themselves in. He was dating a young lady who decided to, keep him kind of pent up, and he realized what she was doing and broke up with her, but they signed a lease together. So she moved in a couple girlfriends to help out with rent and whatnot. And so now he's in a situation where he's just living the dream, and surviving the lies. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. You take that job when that dude calls you from California, my executive protection friend. Pick up the phone, dude. That's money in your pocket. Anyways, so where are we going? Right here. There's a few things you can grow in your garden. Now, you want things in your garden that can sustain you through the summer, that you can and harvest and keep. I really like squash. Obviously, cucumbers are killing it, man. I got one plant out of like 20 that I planted of different squashes, and this is the one that took. And it was just kind of, I didn't spend the time that I usually do, and shame on me, shame on me. But I got a few plants coming in pretty good. The basil, killing it. I got a freeze dryer, so we're going to be freeze drying some stuff and canning some stuff, kind of getting back to some old ways. I wanted to show you this. I don't know what they call it in other places. They call it different things in other places, but that's about 12 inches long. 12 inches long. So typically, as you know, when you have okra, your typical okra that gets to be of a certain, holy shit, was that chicken food? Oh my God, chaos is gonna kill that. I'll take care of that. Looks like we got some chicken food, leftover meat. Good night. take care of that here in a second. Oh, chickens. Hope you like smoked ribs. I'll throw you some watermelon too. You're getting hooked up. Oh boy, my chickens are spoiled rotten. My little rooster ain't doing his job. You get on it, son. He's beautiful though. Look at him. Watch out then. See that little guy right there? Little fancy boy. Now he breeds the other Banty, but these are the crosses that we bred. Those are Sapphire Gem Americana crosses. Beautiful chickens, very quiet, very resilient, great layers. They will lay all year. Typically a good laying chicken will put out 250 eggs a year, so there's going to be time when they don't. It's not saltpeter in the food or whatever conspiracy theories haven't come true yet, you know. But anyways, back to the story. So longhorn okra, they call this all kinds of things in different states, but it is longhorn okra as far as I'm concerned. We got it from Texas. Now typically okra, when you get it and it gets that long, it's useless. It's only good for seeds because it gets so fibrous that it's like biting into a tree branch. This though stays tender. It just stays tender. I mean, no fibers. It's not hard to toot. Get down. You don't want that. You want that? You want to bite? You want to try some? Go ahead. You don't want none of that. So I love it. Okra has a very essential nutrient in it that's really good for your brain. It's really good for, it's actually a mental health stabilizer, I guess you could say. Anyways, you can do your own research. It's called selenium, is the chemical compound in it. And you can freeze dry it. I like growing it because I put it in my venison chili. I do a Southwest venison chili, which got a little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and okra and corn. And man, it's just a big hit. Everybody loves it. I can't just make one batch, you know. I got people that are like, hey, you know, I'll buy this. And I really don't sell it. But maybe I should. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be chewing in your face. I know that's cringy. Shit, I am sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. But my point is, that shit's good and it's good for you. And it will adopt, it's kind of like chicken. It'll adopt the flavor of any spice and any food that you put on it. So that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, you know, Sailor's Guide to Self-Reliance. Now, we have a lot of problems in the U.S. with people that don't like us, yet they're here. So here's what you can do. This Venezuelan gang has kind of linked up with Hamas. Believe it or not, I don't know how that happened. It's like magic. It's almost like somebody planned it. Oh, nothing to see here. Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Anyway, if you see a orange or red upside down triangle painted on something, just keep in mind that that might be a target. Yeah? So pay attention to your old abandoned houses and apartment complexes and buildings and everything like that. And it's a well-recognized thing for people that know. And not that I know anything, but anyway, so if you see that in your town, I want you to know who's there. I want you to know. So vandalism is a crime. Taking over apartment buildings is a crime too. We saw this during COVID in Seattle when they started that little thing called Chaz, and they were going to be like, oh, we're going to try communism. We're doing this. We're going to show you dummies that it works. Think about communism like it's the same ingredients, and they're just trying to bake it in different ovens. And every time it comes out unedible. It comes out like shit. Every time. But we still want to cook it up. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. That's relevant. The fact of the matter is, it's still happening, it's still alive, and it's still spreading like a disease. It's like cancer, really. Kills you quicker, and on a larger scale. And that's kind of, I think, what the goal is. So anywho, if you see those signs, be well aware. It is what it is. You got what you got. And I don't know if we voted these people into power or if they just kind of got promoted there because we couldn't put them anywhere else because they're completely useless. So in the political world, when you anyways, we won't get into that. Let's keep it simple, y'all. Yeah, if our biggest fear comes true, and if it becomes a dystopian communist apocalyptic nightmare, you should know how to do a few things. So we're going to get back to basics. We're going to get back to growing, harvesting your own meat, having your own garden, preserving your own food. And one of the most important things, and I apologize right now for this, and I don't know why I haven't gotten into it. We're going to get into it big time. Something that I'm actually well versed at, but I was kind of scrolling through my videos and looking at, am I missing anything? I missed some big ticket items. One of them is water. How do you purify water? Can I take a stagnant pool of piss and make it drinkable, potable? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We're going to get into that. And we're also going to get into a little bit more hunting. You know how we do the hunting and fishing, like we're always doing it, but we're going to get into a little bit more of the success aspect of it rather than just the prominent something fun to do to kill the time aspect of it. Now, that means we're going to have to talk about lunar tables, and we're going to have to talk about, you know, the predominant wind and the predominant weather and the barometric pressure. They're things that you can gauge with old technology. You don't need electricity to gauge this. Actually, you don't need much of anything at all. You just need to be aware. Chaos. Chaos has a problem disturbing the peace of mind. Gone. So anyways, I'm going to get in here and feed these chickens and see if I put these mango seeds in here so they can chew all the flesh off of them and dry them out. I'm going to grow some mango trees. I'm building an orchard and some stuff out here. Man, I think that's about it, y'all. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all. Hey, man, be cool, be safe, be good. Don't get caught. And as always, stay salty.